I will say the picture is better on TikTok, but here we are on YouTube. Y'all have no idea how terrible the picture is on YouTube this evening. Oh well, it is what it is. So, for those of you guys that don't know who I am, hi, my name is Bodhi. I am a professional shaman. I do a lot of channeled reads and channeled work, and that's what I'm going to be doing this evening. So, excuse whatever is going on with my hair right there. Let me pull up my list here because I know I already have a bunch of you. If you guys would like to get tickets, then you might do so quickly because I don't know how many are left. I'm so sorry, Lori D, honey. So for those of you guys that are waiting on the Lucky Astrology, I will finally be able to upload it this evening. I will finally be able to upload it this evening. For those of you guys that were waiting on the readings for Friday, I had to move them to this Wednesday. So they haven't happened yet. So I will schedule a YouTube, a TikTok live so you guys can see them. Okay. Just waiting for this to upload my list. For those of you guys that would like a channeled read, here's the thing. You will have homework. Every single one of you will have homework from a channeled read. What a channeled read is that I will pull in your energy and then I will get about sometimes 4 to 6, 7 different things. They may not make any sense to me, and the majority of them may not make any sense to you. What I will do is I will tell you exactly what these things are. So they may be things that have a color to them. They may be things that are upside down. They may be something specific. They may be something very vague, but it will be several different things at once, okay? Your homework will be to write these things down. Yes, this will be on YouTube for those of you guys watching on TikTok, okay? To write these things down and to research them. So here is what I recommend, okay? Get a piece of notebook paper, lined paper. Write the first thing down and leave a few spaces. Leave 2 or 3 spaces. Write the second thing down, 2 or 3 spaces. And do that, okay? Go on Google. Google will be your friend here. Write spiritual meaning of, and then whatever the first thing is. Say it's a black pyramid. So you need to find out what the color black means and what a pyramid stands for spiritually. After you write these things down, you're basically going to have a little story. That will be your whole message. Okay? I've been doing this a very, very long time, guys. Channeled reads are some of my favorites to do because they are usually very personal. And one of the things that I absolutely love is that after these reads, I get tons of messages about the message that you got from me. Some people, I've gotten messages, you had no idea I had, a red velvet rabbit when I was younger, and it was one of the first things that you said, and that was what my grandmother gave me, so on. So, yes, you guys will all have a very, very interesting read. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start, guys. Miss Abby Chilinsky, you're first, okay? Okay, I don't know who the cleaning person is in your house. There's somebody that okay, let me back up. They used to clean all the time because the first thing I smelled as soon as I took the deep breath and focused in on your energy is Lysol, and then I heard lemons. And it's almost like I can smell it. It's interesting. So you've known here recently, Abby, that there is something you need to clean out of your life because after the lemons and after I talked about that, I saw a mop in a bucket, but the water is dirty. And it's like, as I see this, it gets further and further away. So you already know that this has to be taken care of, but for some reason, you can't bring yourself to do it. And then there is the little monkey with the symbols. I don't know what that is. I have a feeling that it strikes fear in you for some reason. And then there's a clock, and the hands are going backwards. So you're running out of time. Whatever this is that you have to clean out of your life, and whoever this person is, they have a very, very maternal energy, and it's a big maternal energy. And I don't mean like that person is overweight. It's just this is somebody that had a massive amount of presence when they were in a room. So, Abby, whoever this is, like they're really pushing you to get this done, to clean this out of your life. And you're running out of time. You're running out of time. Hey, Daphne Pooh, how are you? So, Abby, whoever that is, they come to help you all the time. They literally come to help you all the time. Just letting you know. All right. Miss Lori Cardella, you ready? So the first thing I saw with you, Lori, is a brass headboard. Brass is important, but the headboard itself is important too. It has the ceramic knobs on it. And then there's a bedspread that's green and yellow. And I don't see flowers or anything. I don't see the bedspread. I just see the colors, green and yellow. So yellow is first and then green. Those are important. Yellow is first, then green. So brass, then porcelain, then yellow, then green. And then it's so funny. It's like I saw from the top of the headboard and then it went down to the bed. And now I'm down on the floor and I'm looking under the bed. It's so interesting. So there's wood floor, like a cherry wood, a darker wood. And I'm trying to look under the bed for something. And it's like the harder I look, the darker it gets. So that to me tells me that you're feeling lost. You're feeling helpless. Like you can't find the one piece you need to fix the bed. And as soon as I said that, it's like I saw a lavender bush that's in bloom. Like very, very bright, beautiful in bloom. So the thing you're looking for is right in front of your face. It's actually something that you know and you have done for a very, very long time, but you've forgotten about it. So now I see yellow flowers. It's almost I can almost smell it. So, Lori, you need to go back to when you very first started getting into your practice, when you very first started working with herbs and enjoying anything herbal at all, the things you were obsessed with at first. That's what you need to get back to. And why do I have a headache back here, Lori? What's up with that? That's like right here, right across the back of my head. I don't know if you've been having migraines lately or what, but I'm sorry. It's right across the back of my head. I know it's not mine because as soon as I said it, it went away. Don't overwhelm yourself, Lori. Okay? Okay? All right, Miss Rochelle Greenway, you ready? So the first thing I saw with you is a huge emerald, and it's a big, huge, like the rectangular cut. And it's a very, very bright, bright emerald. So I would say emerald, and then I would say rectangle. And then I saw a golden circle. It's not a ring, but it's just a circle, and it's made out of gold. So the circle and then gold is two different things that you'll need to look up. And for some reason, it's like I see a certain point on the circle. So if you held the circle up, it would be at the 1 o'clock. There's like a break in the circle right there. And it's literally like this. It's almost closed, but it's just a little bit of a break. Something is keeping the circle from closing. And then I see the color blue, and it's really, really bright, bright, like sky blue. And then it's funny, I saw two things on top of each other. So one is a person, and then it was like sadness, like this intense sadness for some reason. And this person has long, dark hair. because it's like I saw the person and then I saw the sadness on top of them. And for some reason, it's like I saw, and I put that in air quotes because I saw it. It's like when I saw the person and then I saw the sadness, it's like I saw the bottom drop out from under them. So you're really worried about this person. But here's the thing, when I saw the bottom drop out from under this person, the person's still there. They don't fall, they're still there. They're going to be okay. So you're worrying, you're over worrying about the situation, and this person will be just fine. She will be just fine. It's something her soul has to go through. So, Miss LaGayla Wheat. That's a beautiful name. Oh my God, that's a witch name if I ever heard a witch name. LaGayla Wheat. Dude, are you on here, Miss LaGayla? That's a badass name. I'm sorry. That's a really cool name. All right. I digress. There you are. So I saw bright purple. So it was just a color and then it shifted to a circle. So bright purple and then a circle. But the circle is full of purple. It's not just a ring. You know what I'm saying? It's like the color is a circle. So purple and then a circle. Sorry. And then it's like satin. It's satin. The color. So it was the purple and then it turns into a circle and then it's material. It's like satin. So it's funny, as soon as I said satin, so sometimes I can feel these things. It's really interesting. It's like, so like if you took your fingers and you ran it down a piece of material like this and it's satin at the top and then it turns to silk and then it turns to lace and there's no seam. It's like seamlessly down it. So satin and then silk and then lace, and the lace is white. The satin and the silk are purple, but the lace is white. All of these things have spiritual meaning, guys. So when you're looking up those things, put in spiritual meaning of lace, spiritual meaning of silk. So what's funny is when I see the lace at the bottom, it's got like this little, the little like curve at the bottom, and it's that far off the floor. And I don't know why that's important, but it's that far off the floor. So it's like, I think you're worried it's going to hit the floor, but at the same time, you're lifting it up. You're continually lifting it up, but you're so worried that it's going the other way. It's almost like you're pulling too hard. So be careful pulling too hard because it's going to go and hit the floor on the other side. All right, Miss Raven, Miss Alex. Ooh, the first thing I saw with you is bright red. And then for some reason, I see the side of a truck. I only see the driver's side and I see the wheels. The wheels are important for some reason. Because I'm seeing like the tires, Because it's like it went from red to the side of the truck and then I'm focused on both tires. And then there's a brown leather couch. And then there's a window, a big, huge window. And I know it's daylight outside, but I can't really see anything outside of the window. But it is daylight out there. It's almost like looking from the couch. It's dark inside, but there's daylight outside. You're holding yourself back, Alex, and I don't understand why. You already know that there's daylight out there, but you're holding yourself back. I just keep seeing the window. Stop holding yourself back, girl. Stop holding yourself back. All right, Miss Rebel, are you ready? Make sure I'm not missing anybody on YouTube there. Hey, there's Miss Rebel. So, Rebel, the very first thing I saw with you is rice. And it was like rice falling down. You know how when you look at an hourglass, you turn it over and the sand falls down and it falls in that triangle, stuff like that? That's what I was seeing. But it's rice. And I will tell you that rice stands for abundance. It's one of my favorite things to use in abundance jars. And then is the color green, and the green is dripping down like this. In a good way, like not falling. It's just winding down like this. It's beautiful. And it's kind of a soft green. It's not mint green, but it's not like bright emerald green either. Grass green, I would say grass green. And then I really quickly saw a crow and then an owl. And then both of them turned white. It's like I saw the crow and then the owl, and then they both turned white. And then it's interesting, after I saw those two and they turned white, it's like there is a big, huge dead tree there. And like both of the birds, they're not on it. It's like I saw the birds where they should be sitting in the tree, but they weren't. And now it's just the tree. The tree is empty. And the tree is black. Not burnt, but just black. And I don't know why I feel like I need to repeat. The tree is empty. It's almost like you need to stop paying attention to the tree. You don't need to be at the tree anymore. I hope that made sense. Because I keep feeling like I need to repeat the tree is empty. All right. Miss Morgan Wheeler. Let me refresh my list here. All right, Miss Morgan Wheeler. So for those of y'all that didn't know, like I'm trying to be good and not itch, but I got some new ink all over my leg, and it's to that phase now where it's itchy. And so I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. All right, Miss Morgan. So the very first thing I saw with you, and this is really funny, is a old Beetle, the car, you know what I mean? But it's like this really, really brilliant, like blacky, inky purple color. I mainly see the headlights. And then I see a robe, and it's like a really beautiful, like deep burnt orange silk. And it's like the robe is being wrapped around someone, and I assume it's probably you. And for some reason, it's like you don't realize it's there. And it has a beautiful black sash around it. And then I see corn, like just kernels of corn. And what's funny is as I see them, they start off like this big, like they're huge, and they just keep getting bigger like this. Like there's just one kernel is like this, and it just keeps getting bigger. And then I see scissors, like the scissors that hairstylists use, like the real long, thin ones. And they're like this. They're open. Actually, they're like this. They're sitting like that in my vision. They're open and they closed. And then there's a red rope, and it's pretty thick. It's about like that thick. And now I just keep seeing the rope. So it's almost like I feel like I need to saw it with the scissors. You know how sometimes you have something that's almost too big for the scissors to cut, and you have to like saw it with the scissors? Like that's kind of what I feel like is going on there. Hope that makes sense, Miss Morgan. All right, Miss Olivia. Olivia Mills. Meals. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm so sorry, Miss Olivia. So, all right. So the first thing I see is a beetle, and it's like the beetle that has the. I know the name of them. It just fell in my brain. They have the big pincers up front. The big, huge, like bull beetles or bullnose beetles, whatever. I can't remember what they're called, but they're huge beetles. They're like this big, and they have these huge black. They're black pincers. But that's the first thing I saw was that kind of beetle. And it's funny. It's like I see it upright like this, almost like a picture of it, and then like literally right next to it is a pyramid, but it's not one of the great pyramids. It's just a pyramid. But what's important about it, A, is the pyramid shape, but B, it's made out of blocks, big gold blocks. And I don't mean just like, I mean like, and they're, that sounded bad. I don't mean like blah, blah, blah. They're not little, they're humongous, but I'm seeing the pyramid really far off. So they look like they're like this. Okay, so the number of steps is important. 6. There are 6 levels to this pyramid. So the number 6 is important. And it's like as soon as I said the number 6, right up above it is a star, a really, really bright star. And it has 8 little points coming off of it. And then I keep hearing, look up, look up. Stop looking down, look up. You're looking in the wrong place, Olivia. You're looking in the wrong place. All right, Miss Jerry Ann Henderson. I don't know if I have next Sundays up. I see some of you guys asking about getting on the list for next week, and so I will get one up after I'm done with this for tonight. So you guys, if you would like to get tickets, I'll probably only do a few prepaid, and then it'll be first come first serve next Sunday night. All right, Miss Jerry Ann Henson, you ready? So with you, I saw something very, very interesting, and it was really, really fast. So the first thing I saw was an orangutan, and it literally turned into a grizzly bear, and that turned into a moose, and it was like that fast. Boom, boom, boom. It was a orangutan, an older male orangutan, a grizzly bear, and then a moose, just real quick. But the moose lingered for a little bit. So as soon as I said that, I said the moose lingered a little bit. I heard, you're shifting too fast. You're shifting too fast. And then it's like I saw a race car and somebody's shifting the gears too hard and they're grinding. So I'm going to kind of cheat here and tell you what this is. You're shifting too fast between, I don't know what it is between, but you're shifting too fast between things. You're shifting so fast that you're trying to do too much and you're grinding your gears out on all these things. And you're right at the point of having to have a new clutch. You're at the point of burning out. So slow down. It's like hit the brakes, take a deep breath, sit back, and then go back to the orangutan. So I don't know what the orangutan means spiritually, but I'm kind of curious now because it was like, go back to the orangutan. All right, Miss Ashley Terry. You guys, I will say before I start Miss Ashley's read is that I was at the Oddities and Curiosities convention yesterday, and I had so many of you guys that are here close that came to see me, and some of you guys that didn't know I was going to be there that found me. I felt so loved here in Vegas with you guys, just all the hugs I got and all the stories you guys told me and things like that. It really, really made me feel special. And I love every single one of you guys. I love every single one of you guys. I will be in Portland and Seattle and Oklahoma City at the Oddities and Curiosities festivals there, expos. Please, please don't hesitate to come see me. It's only a one-day show. So you'll have to make sure you get there. But all right, Miss Ashley Terry. So with you, it's funny. I saw this really deep, deep emerald green, and then I realized that it was velvet. And then it's like this triangle, but it turned into a cloak. I hope that made sense. Because it was like boom, 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 boom. I saw them like that. I love you right back. And for some reason, the hood is important on this cloak. There's no face in it. It's like I see the cloak standing up and it's spread out like that. You know what I mean? But there's no face in the cloak. But it's not a bad thing. It's almost like waiting for you to step into it. You have a part of you that you're not embracing fully. And it's a part of you that you've always been talented in, a part of you that you're insanely talented in it, girl. You're insanely talented in it. The universe is not going to let it go. You have a recurring dream about this? I love that. Well, I would look up what each of those things mean. So look up what the colored emerald green means. Look up what velvet means. Look up what a cloak is. Look up what a hood is. But I will tell you that there is some amazing talent that the universe is not going to let you get out of. It's not going to let you get out of it. It's going to keep pulling you back. So I find it interesting that you keep having a dream about this. What's also interesting too is that it's almost like I don't see, but I feel like there's a forest behind you, and the trees are humongous, and they're really, really a deep, deep red color. So I would say probably redwoods. They're kind of muted back there. It's like the cloak is important, but the redwoods are also important. So look up what those mean spiritually as well. You are so welcome. All right. Callie Hubley, you ready? Let me refresh my list here. All right, Miss Callie. It's so funny. And the first thing I saw with you, whenever I took the deep breath, was it's like one of the old glass bottles of milk, one of the old milk bottles. But this one isn't see-through. It's like the old ceramic. It's white with blue letters down the front. And it's empty. It was full, and I think you expect it to be full, but it's empty. And as soon as I said it's empty, it's like I know that it's an antique and it's never going to be full again. So you're hanging on to something that used to be there, something that used to be full, but it's not anymore. And it will never be full again. Because as soon as I said that it's not full, that it's empty, it's like I see it getting further and further and further away from me. Does that make sense? And then I see a table, and it's this huge, beautiful, beautiful oak table. And it's really, really long, and it's empty. Like you can put anything on this table you want. You can literally put anything on this table that you want, love. But for some reason, you're focused on the milk bottle. So stop focusing on the milk bottle. Here's where I mom you. Stop focusing on the fucking milk bottle. Focus on the table. The table is where you literally can set any and every bit of your future up, however you want to set it up. And the table is as big as you want it to be. Thank you, love. Good, I'm glad. Yes, I will still be in Portland. I will be there for the Oddities Festival, the Oddities and Curiosities Expo in October. And the weekend after that, I want to say it's the 22nd. The weekend after that, I will be in Seattle for the Seattle Oddities and Curiosities. So, Miss Kim Harrell, with you right away, I saw this bright bubblegum pink bow, just like the bow, you know what I mean? Almost like a bow tie, but it had the thing that came down the side. So it's like a bow on a present. And then it's red and then white. It's almost like a big Tylenol, but it's not. It's just there's red on the top and white on the bottom for some reason. So if I tell you guys that something is on top of something else, the orientation is important. Okay. The orientation is important. So red over white. And then I saw a cheek. So you're trying to turn the other cheek right now, and the situation is getting worse. And so you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to be the red over the white. You're going to have to show them what happens when they fuck around and find out instead of letting it go. And as soon as I said all of that, it's like I feel in my gut that you do not like conflict in that way. And I am sorry. I'm sorry. So, as soon as I said that and I was about to move on because it was blank, like there was nothing else, it's like I saw in my head, it's really funny. It's like, the crowns they used to give you at Burger King, the paper ones. At first, it seemed like this beautiful crown, and then I realized it was literally a paper crown from Burger King. So, whoever this is on the other side, like, you have to stand up for yourself and you have to start doing the fuck around and find out. let them see what happens when they fuck around too long. They'll think that they have a crown, but it's literally a paper Burger King crown. So, Kim, you're more powerful than you realize you are, than you give yourself credit for. All right, Miss Angie Wind. Is it Wind? Wind? I'm going to say your name wrong, Angie. I'm going to say your name wrong. All right. Okay, so at first I thought these were noodles, but I don't think they are. I think they're strings. They're everywhere. There's like 15 or 20 white strings, and they're literally just like tangled everywhere. You have too much going on, girl. You have way too much going on. So the way that I see them, it's almost like in those old any kids menu at a restaurant, and they used to have those mazes like follow the line and find which one goes here. Thank you, love. That's exactly what this looks like, but it's all white string. And what's funny is as I'm seeing it down at the bottom, they all literally loop back into one another. There is no end to any of these things you're chasing. For some reason, you have like 15 different things going on, and there's no end to any of them because they literally wrap into something else. So you're going to have to make the decision on which ones of these strings you let go. Because right now, they're turning into a net. And it's like, as soon as I said the net, y'all, if you guys have never, ever tried to pick up or pull in a huge fishing net when it's wet, it is impossible. It's almost impossible. And that's what I feel like is going on. This is turning into this net, and it's soaking wet, and it's just pushing you down. It's weighing you down, weighing you down, weighing you down. So here's the thing. If you don't get out from under this net, if you don't pull the right threads, if you don't let the right things go, that's going to continue to bring you down. It's going to continue to drown you in all of the shit. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So, Miss Vivian Albee, Miss Angie, I don't think that was anything new that I was telling you. I think that that's something that you already know. I think that you just needed to hear it from someone else. You needed to hear it from someone that's not your sister, from someone that's not your mom, from someone that's not your best friend. It's like these people tell you and but I think you just needed to hear it from someone else. All right, Miss Vivian. So with you, the first thing I saw was like golden ringlets like this. And I thought they were hair at first, but they're not. It's just rings, ribbons, but they're spirals. So golden spirals. So there's a wall of them. And then my question, Vivian, is for some reason, as soon as I saw the spirals and that there was a wall of them and that they're made of gold, they're very shiny and, like almost holographic looking, the thought popped in my head, you're having problems dealing with, it's almost like a near death experience, isn't it? Like you had something so serious, so life altering happen that you're having problems dealing with it. You don't have anybody to talk to about it. So this is for Vivian, but this is also for anybody else listening on YouTube or TikTok. Okay. If you guys have had a near death experience, you are not alone. I swear you're not alone. Okay. I've had two. A near death experience is when your body physically dies. Your body physically dies. You are not breathing. Your brain is not, you are dead. You are dead. And you come back. Ego death is when you're on psychedelics or something like that. And you have to come to acceptance with the fact that, oh my God, I'm going to die, because your brain's freaking out. They're two completely different things. Okay. Both of them have a very, very deep impact on your psyche. So, Miss Vivian, for those of you guys that are having trouble dealing with those things, the first thing I'm going to recommend is go to Reddit. There is an NDE, Near Death Experience group on Reddit. It's ran by researchers in England, I think, but they have hundreds and hundreds of near-death experiences listed on there, people talking about it, threads, etc. I promise you, you will no longer feel alone. Mine is on there somewhere too. You will no longer feel alone. Okay, guys? But Miss Vivian, whatever this is that you're having a problem dealing with, it's giving you some amazing gifts. It's almost like literally this beautiful wall of light that you haven't come to terms that you can manipulate. You can manipulate, Miss Vivian. You just need to accept that you have this skill. You have the skill. Oh, I'm so sorry, love. All right. Miss Madeline Rush. So it's funny that just came up, Vivian. You're kind of my sign from the universe, okay? I used to run a near-death experience group in person here in Tulsa, and I haven't in a long time. It may just be something that we need to talk about, because unfortunately I know that a lot of people don't have anybody that understands or that they can talk to about it. All right, Miss Madeline Rush, you ready? So Madeline, as soon as I pulled up your name, in my head and took a deep breath, it's like I heard down and to the left. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do. Down and to the left. And then it's purple. Deep, deep purple. And then the color yellow. And then the color orange. And then a really deep forest green. And then there's a bone. It's about this long. I don't know why I know this, but it's a leg. But I don't know what kind of leg. It's just a leg. So when you're looking this up, when you're doing your homework, it would be what the spiritual significance of the legs are. I was trying to pull more, but that's it. That's it. Down and to the left, Miss Madeline. All right, Miss Veronica, you ready? Pull up my list here. There we go. My nose is itchy. Let me refresh my list one more time. Make sure I got everybody. All right, Miss Veronica. So I don't know who this lady is, but I've seen her twice when I pulled up your energy to read for you, Veronica. But this lady, I'm just going to describe her. Okay. So the first thing I see about her that I know it's her breathtaking red kimono. It has this very ornate embroidery. I want to say that they're cranes. Um, and there's a black cord or sash around her waist. She sees herself as much younger, but she almost wears geisha makeup, but not quite. There's something different about it, and I can't place what it is, but she also has the beautiful rolled hair. It's almost like this, but it's rolled. I know you know what I'm talking about. But I see her every time. Well, not every time, but the last few times that I've channeled for you, Miss Veronica. So I will also say, so I saw her again this time, right off the bat. After I saw her, it's like I saw her shoes. They are the wooden platform, the plank shoes, the two planks. But as soon as I saw them, it's like I saw her standing on the ground, and then it's like she floated up a little bit. And then there is a path, and it is, I would say marble. It's white marble. It's not concrete. Or granite, maybe granite, but it's not concrete, but it's white. And it goes like this. It leads up like this, up into a mountain, onto a mountain. It's like up, up, up. I just keep feeling up, go up, go up, go up, go up. And then there is something, I don't know if it's got 8 sides. So I don't know if it's a pagoda, pavilion, whatever it is, but it's white and it has a beautiful ornate blue top. And as soon as I described that, I heard the answers in there. So I hope that you know where this is. I had to jump over to YouTube to see if you were on here because I'm like, I hope you know where this is. Because the answer's in there. That's all I heard. The answer's in there. So, yeah, you have some research to do, girl. But this lady, for some reason, I feel like she's a doll. I feel like she's a doll. And you either haven't come across her yet or something. But I literally feel like she's a doll. Because she doesn't seem like a person. Does that make sense? She doesn't seem like a person. So it's obviously something important. But I feel like she's a doll. So I hope so too, girl. So you guys, there's sometimes I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, I want to know when you figure it out. Veronica's stuff is always like that. I'm always like, I want to know when you figure this out. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Miss Laura Andrews, you ready, girl? Ooh. Okay, Laura, I don't know if you're here or not. Let me look if you're on YouTube because I have a question for you and you may not be here listening. But anyway, I just saw your message, Jerry Ann. Good. I'm so glad. So, Miss Laura, when I first pulled your energy up, the very first thing, it was like I got red, purple, like boo, 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 like that. Like your brain is working too much, too fast, girl. So I'm curious if you have ADHD or what's going on that you have a problem focusing. Do you have a problem focusing, girly? I'm still seeing red and purple, and they're literally like this. Blah, 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 blah. It's like they're going so fast that I see them at the same time. And then as soon as I acknowledge that I see them at the same time, it's almost like there's a gold sheet, like a sheath in between them. It's really weird. It's beautiful because it kind of glimmers every time I see them do this. But they're hitting at the same time. Boop, 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 boop. And then there's a bullfrog. And it's important that I tell you he's facing away. It's facing away. I just keep seeing the bullfrog facing away. So I'm like, okay, what am I missing? Because it's not shifting to anything else. It's just the bullfrog facing away. The dirt it's on is important. It's almost red. It's like this really, really deep, deep brown, but almost red. So the other thing that's important too is the bullfrog is facing away and it's not paying attention to all of these things back here. It's almost like it's hunting over there, but all of the food is back here. All of the abundance is back here, but it's like focused over there. And then there's two trees. There was an oak that turned into a willow, and they're like juxtaposed on top of each other. And then a white picket fence. And it's funny. It's like I saw the fence and it goes like this and it goes between the two trees. It's like I could see the trees, like I could see the red and the purple. And the fence goes between them, like the gold goes between the colors. And then I saw the bullfrog again. So obviously it's important. Now I need to know what a bullfrog means. Now I need to know what a bullfrog means because it's obviously important. All right, Miss Katie Powell, you ready? So the first thing I see with you is this beautiful like diamond shape, and it's blue inside, like just blue, bright blue. And it is floating. Behind it is this beautiful sky. It's a really beautiful sky blue with these big fluffy poofy clouds everywhere. It's almost like a sim gem, you know what I mean? But it's blue. And then underneath that is a beautiful ball gown. Like absolutely just elegant, gorgeous gown. And it is velvet, and it is a deep, deep emerald green. Like, you know, the emerald greens that are so deep, they're almost black. You know what I'm talking about? It's like that color. But I keep hearing the word elegant, 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 elegant. So I hope that makes sense to you. And with that dress, there are black heels and they're shiny. It's obviously important because I keep seeing that they're shiny. So what's funny is it's like these heels look like really expensive heels, but they're not. It's like you can be elegant. You can have this elegant look without being $400 shoes. Excuse me. All right, Miss Danielle Jackson, you ready? I was hoping I'd get something else after the shoes. I do know the high heels, guys, when they show up in a reading, when they show up in a channeling, in a dream or whatever, high heels represent power. They represent feminine power, just like my hair with its bullshit. Okay, Miss Danielle, you ready? You ready? I hate sneezing anymore. I either have that annoying little girl sneeze like that or a man, like 200-pound man sneeze. Okay, that's not even a big dude, but you know what I'm saying? Like a 900-pound elephant sneeze. It's either this little tiny girl sneeze or this massive fucking sneeze that even scares me. So, Miss Danielle Jackson. All right. So with you, the first thing I saw is a bell, like a humongous like the Liberty Bell size bell, but it's silver, but it's tarnished. And it's very ornate on the sides. It's got some, I keep doing this. It's got some writing and there's looping. There's like a filigree and then writing and then, does that make sense? Okay, the bell's important because I can't get past the bell. So it's in a case or something. It's like all I see around it, it's dark. So I'm wondering if I'm just seeing the bell big and it's something that's not in a case because it's silver and it's old, it's tarnished. I don't know what the loops are. I keep seeing the loops. It's almost like, maybe are they like grapes? I don't know. I keep seeing the circles. Okay, I'm going to say the circle is important. Seriously, I've acknowledged the circle. Like it's not letting me move past the circle. Okay, silver circle. So the bell, it's in a case, a dark case. I would almost say it's maroon velvet. And there's circles, and then it's like the circle stands out from it. So after the bell and the maroon velvet, there's a silver circle. Excuse me, it goes that way. As soon as I did this, it was like, that's wrong. So I had to do it that way. And then I see these old, you guys remember the glass grapes? I know my grandma had some and I used to want to play with them so bad. She would never let me play with them, but they were glass. The grapes are about this big, but they had glass leaves on them. And what's important is the leaves. So it's like green glass, but I don't know why I'm seeing the grapes, but they're obviously important. And then I see a gold chain and it's long, thin chain, like long, big loops in the chain, long, thin gold chain. And then there's a blue, it's a car. For some reason, I want to say it's a convertible. It's either a convertible or a sports car because it's low to the ground. But it's just sitting there, like it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting there. But it's important, obviously. And that's the last thing I see. Okay. The bell thing is driving me crazy, Danielle. Actually, the circles on the bell are driving me crazy because, yeah. All right, Miss Melissa Capin, you ready? Iron Valkyrie. That is a badass TikTok name. I just want you to know that. That's a badass name. Bodhi approved. All right. Miss Melissa. The first thing I see is a baseball cap. It's white with a red bill. And then I see the color brown. And then that brown turns into hay. And then the hay turns into gold. Like, it's weird. So it's almost like the brown was hair, but not quite. It was almost like fur, but not quite. It was just kind of streaky. And then that turned into hay, like if you just had hay laying on the ground. And then that turned into golden pieces. And it's like they're waiting there for somebody to pick them up. It's just waiting, just sitting there waiting for you to pick it up. I have a feeling that you don't even realize it's there. So it's laying on something black. I don't know if it's velvet or if it's a case or whatever it is, but it's black. It's laying on. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. And then it's like I see the hay bale of the gold. So it's like you finding those golden pieces lead to abundance, lead to more abundance, not just a one-time thing. So I have a feeling that this is something you've completely forgotten about. So the type of hay bale is important. It's the square, the rectangle one. You know what I'm talking about, with the two bands, metal bands. There's the yawn. I knew that was coming. Alrighty, love. All right, Elijah Leto. Ooh, with you right off the bat, I got a bright, like baby pink, pale pink, really bright. And now I want bubblegum. I don't know why, but it's like I can smell it and taste it. It's a big, huge circle of bubblegum. So the circle is important. Bubblegum is important, apparently, because I feel like I need to keep saying it until I say, okay, bubblegum is important. And then there's a wooden ship. All I see is the base. You know what I mean? It's just wood. And now I see oars. It's funny. It's like there's oars on the side, but some are missing in the middle. So the ship won't go. Okay, it's not that the ship won't go. It's that the oars are missing. And so you feel like it can't go because the oars are missing. But in reality, it can go and it can move just as fast because it's only missing a couple of oars and they're in the middle and they're not even the ones that guide the ship. So it's almost like you've cut off this mode of transportation, this mode of moving forward, because you feel like some of it's missing, so you can't do it. But that's not the case. It's almost like as you do it, the oars grow back. Does that make sense? The oars grow back? I don't know. I hope that made sense. So quit worrying about what you don't have, Elijah. Quit worrying about what you don't have, because you have enough to move forward with your plans, with what you want to do. In fact, you have more than enough. You have way more than you realize. You just need to organize which oars need to go first. All right, Victoria Scott, you ready? So with you, I saw a Cupid doll. And it has beautiful blonde ringlets. It's funny, as soon as I saw it, it's almost like it had a spotlight on it. And then all of a sudden, it's up on a wall with like 200 other dolls. You feel like you blend in. Not only do you feel like you blend in, but you feel like you blend in to the point that nobody notices you. But that's not the case. There is something so amazingly special about you that you literally have a spotlight. The universe has a spotlight on you, girl. And you're not allowing yourself to be in the spotlight, because as soon as I see the doll, I see the wall of dolls, and I see the doll, and the doll has the spotlight on it. But it's like the doll keeps turning its head around like this. Like you don't want to see how special you really are. And I'm not saying see how special you are like being conceited or anything like that. Like you really don't. I just want to hug you really badly. Like you really, really don't see how amazingly special you are. I was hoping maybe she was on here, but she's not. Are you on here, Miss Victoria? Because I keep seeing the doll. I keep seeing the doll, and I keep seeing the spotlight. Like you just don't believe it. If you would just turn your face to the spotlight, if you would literally just turn, there you are. If you would just turn your face to the spotlight, you would see how much you stand out from everybody else. I'm sorry that you feel that way, Sweet Pea. I'm sorry that life and shit people have made you feel like you have to turn away from that, because you are the most special doll on that whole wall of dolls. You're the most special one. And I wish I could say, you just need to turn around to the spotlight. You know what I mean? But I understand. I understand. You'll do it in your own time when you're ready. But know that the spotlight's there and it's waiting for you. You have this amazing talent, and you're, like I said, you're the most special doll in that whole wall. So, I love you, sugar. I love you. Don't let other people's perspective of you keep you out of that light. Okay, girlie? Oh, you are so welcome, sweetheart. You are so welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully we can help you. I can help you. Someone can help you turn around and be in that light. I wish you could see what I'm seeing. It's like I keep seeing it. So it's like if you took this shadowed wall and put dolls all over it, and there was this spotlight on this one beautiful tiny doll with these beautiful ringlets, and it just kept turning its head away from the light like that. Like, that's you. That's you. So when you're ready, you'll turn your face back around toward the light, and you'll be pulled off the wall and back into the light. So we love you, sweet pea. I love you. I'm always here for you. And I hope that's a good cry and not a bad cry. You guys have to tell me if it's a good cry. All right, Miss Kathy Mazzell, you ready? So the first thing I see, Kathy, is a white, it's almost like a speedboat. Miss Tori. It's almost like a white speedboat. But it's on a trailer. It's like, okay, good. I'm glad that you said this is a good cry. It's like I want to go put the boat in the water really badly. I want to go enjoy the speedboat, but it's on the trailer. And so what's funny is it's like I don't feel like I don't have the means to get it to the water. I don't feel like I can't take it down there. I don't have time. There's something weird that's holding. It's like there's no reason why the boat can't go in the water. Does that make sense? There's no reason why the boat can't go in the water. But I also feel like the boat has to have color before it can go in the water. It was wonderful to meet you too, Miss Midna Mars. So all you have to do is put color on the boat. And it's like I see red and then green, like Christmas green, and then blue and stripes like that, like angled stripes, and they have a little bit of white in between. For some reason, all you have to do is put color on the boat. Because I don't understand what's holding back from putting the boat in the water. That's what I keep hearing. All you have to do is put color on the boat. Huh. Okay. All you have to do is put color on the boat, Kathy. And there's the flannel. Okay. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. When you're ready, you'll put color on it. So, thank you, love. Oh, got you. Okay. Yeah. When you're ready, you'll put color on it. So one of the things I would do, Kathy, is look up what the spiritual meaning of the color white is and a boat is, because both of those have a very significant meaning too, on top of that meaning for you. So you're welcome, Miss Kathy, love. All right, Chris Black, you ready? So the very first thing is like I see the color black, and the word elegant pops up at the same time. So And what's funny is the word elegant is in gold, written in cursive, this beautiful cursive. And then I see a t-shirt and jeans. So it's like elegant, super casual. And then there's a beautiful big emerald, and it's a round cut emerald. Big, I mean like big, humongous emerald. And then for some reason, there's like wooden rafters, pine. I say rafters are not. It's like one goes like this, and then the other one behind it. So one is here, and the other one is back here like this. And for some reason, you can only see them from the front, so it looks like it's X'd out, but it's not. It's like you feel like the way forward is closed, but it's not. You just need to look at it from the side, because if you look at it from a different angle, you'll see all the space in between those two things, and where you like you could drive a bus through there. So the pine is important. The other interesting thing is that I don't know why, but there I see shag carpeting, like the really thick pile shag carpeting, and it's deep blue. It's like 4 or 5 different deep blues in there, so it almost looks like water, and it comes down like this underneath those two beams. You're looking at the situation wrong. Okay. So whatever the situation is, Chris, the thing that like and it's what's funny is I feel like you're really worried about it. You really want to move forward, but you feel like there's no way. You keep seeing all these things as roadblocks, as problems, but they're not. You just need to shift to the right. I don't know why, but it's to the right. When I'm looking at these beams that are like that and this carpet, it's like it looks like it's all stopped right there. But all I have to do is walk around to the right, and I see that the carpet is underneath everything, and the beams are like this, and I can drive a bus through there. So you just have to look to the right. I keep having to tell you to the right for some reason. All right, Raven Morris, you ready? And don't forget, guys, if I go too fast in this, these are on YouTube for you. So one of the first things I see with you is it's like two different beetles, and I keep seeing them back and forth, back and forth. Um, the first one is green, and the second one is red. I want to say they're called frog leg beetles. They're like about this big and have big old long legs. They have big old long legs. I'm pretty sure they're called frog leg beetles. But the first one is this beautiful iridescent green, and the second one is iridescent red. But I just see their backs. And then I see fangs. It's funny. They look like canine fangs. I don't know what the hell kind of weird word I was just saying. They're canine fangs. But it's as I get closer to them, they get littler and littler and littler until they go from dog fangs, canine fangs, to mink fangs. But as soon as they go to mink fangs, they get put in a jar for some reason. And they don't need to be in the jar. They don't need to be in the jar. Take them out of the jar. Because it's funny, like as soon as they go in the jar, it's like I can see the cork getting put on the jar. It's not quite on the jar, but it's getting put on the jar. The jar needs to be knocked over, and the fangs need to be let back out. And I keep saying fangs, but when they go from the dog to the mink, they're no longer like dangerous fangs. Like, does that make sense? I hope that made sense. And then I saw a softball. The fuck? What the fuck? And then a leather whip. And it's brown leather. So something like that, you need to look up the spiritual meaning of the whip than leather than the color brown. Okay. So you kind of have a lot to look up. That's a lot of homework. Sorry. You didn't know you were getting all the homework, did you? All right, Jordan Barnes, you ready? So the first thing, Jordan, is the number 4. And as soon as I said the number 4, it's funny. It turns into this beautiful. Hey, baby, you can leave the door open. Huh?
Do you want me to start that scene?
Yeah, please. It turns into this beautiful ornate 4 like that, and it's bright yellow. So the number 4, and then it's, you know what I mean, the one that starts a curve over here, and it's this beautiful ornate, and it's yellow. And then I saw an orange, like the fruit, and then a banana. Okay, now I want a fucking banana. Thanks. And then cherries, and then the cherry pit, and then green grass. And then it's almost like there's it's like a patio, but it's just the base, just the concrete. But it's in the middle of the grass, and it's beautiful. It's white, pristine. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm missing something because I just keep seeing that. It's like it's the grass is all around it. It's almost like a yard, but it's not. It's a little bitty, I would say maybe 3 or 4 feet of grass around this square of white, beautiful. Maybe it's marble. Maybe that's what I'm missing because it's really, really beautiful white. Maybe it is. Maybe it's marble. Marble feels more right. Does that make sense? Right than concrete. So I'm going to say marble. And I just keep seeing it. It's like I just keep wanting to walk around the edges of it. And I'm seeing it like this. I'm not seeing the square flat. I'm seeing it in a diamond shape in front of me. It's almost like an oasis. I keep hearing the word oasis. Like your happy place. You need a happy place, Jordan. You need a happy place, Jordan. All right, Penny Pooh, you ready? Pulled up YouTube over here so I can see it. It's so funny. It's weird seeing myself because like on TikTok, it's pretty bright and I can see everything, and it's literally the same light. But on YouTube, it's dark as shit. Like I look like I'm sitting in an insane asylum. Not, I promise. You're welcome, Jordan, honey. All right, Penny. So with you, the first thing I see is hot pink. And a second yawn. You're welcome. It's hot pink. And then really, really deep royal purple. It's like I see the one color and then the other, and then they kind of mesh together like that. They start to melt together. And then there's silver wire. Really, really fine wire. It's silver. And then for some reason that turns into it turns into fence, like fencing. It's like little bitty, almost like chicken wire, but littler. And it's really, really fine. And what's funny is it's almost like it's trapping something, but it's so fine and thin that all you would have to do is really just push really hard and it would rip. But for some reason, it looks way stronger than it is. Whatever this silver netting is, it looks like it's holding you somewhere, but it's not. All you have to do is like literally punch it, and not even hard, and it would break. What's funny is when I said punch it, I heard kick it. All you have to do is kick it. I just keep seeing that. I just keep seeing this silver mesh, this silver fence, this silver stuff that's holding something down, and it looks stronger than it is, but all you have to do is kick it and it would break. And it needs to be broken. It needs to not be whatever. It's like this. It's a dome. It needs to not be holding down whatever that is under the dome. So I just keep seeing the dome of the silver penny. I don't know what that is, but I just keep seeing that silver mesh dome. So you obviously need to kick it. You obviously need to kick it. I hope that made sense, Miss Penny. Yeah, I hope that made sense. Because I just keep seeing the dome. Like I'm trying to get past it, and I just keep seeing the dome. I just keep seeing the dome. So you need to break stuff, Penny. Like I'm going to break stuff because I'm dropping it. All right, Miss Thomasina. Tomissa. Why do I always want to say Thomasina when I see her name? Even though I know it's not. I just want to pick up the bone, man. All right, Miss Tomisa. Yeah, my mods are on point. I love them. They are fantastic. And I did notice all the comments during the Reiki where everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, the mods were great. The mods were great." My mods don't tolerate bullshit either. They don't tolerate the bullshit either. So the first thing I see with you is a holly bush. Like I see the leaf and then the little berries. I keep seeing just that. So what am I missing? So there's one leaf, there's a whole bunch of little berries, and behind it is the whole bush. So holly is obviously important. And then I see almost a German style building. Maybe it's not quite German. It's white with a big thick brown rafters and accents on the outside. So it's white and like chocolate brown building. But I'm just seeing the corner of the building. It's almost like I can't turn and look around the corner. I'm right here. And there's a window here, but I can't look in the window either. It's like I don't want to look in the window. I don't want to see what's in there. And I don't want to turn and look around the edge of the house. I don't know what the fear is that's holding you back to go a different way. For some reason, I don't feel like you need to look in the window, but you do need to take a deep breath and just look around the side of the house. And then I see a mink, like the whole animal, not just a fang, the whole animal. And then I see a flounder, which is weird that I know that that's a flounder because I'm not a fisherman. And then there's a swordfish, okay? It's interesting that we went from that to that, okay? And then there's the number 2. Big, huge gold number 2, and then it turns into a red number 2. So, interesting. Interesting to me, so. All right, Miss Cinda Crawford, you ready? So I have Cinda Crawford, Heidi Putman, Dora Moreno, Karen Blom, and Maria L. And then that is my list for this evening, guys. All right, Miss Cinda. So with you, I thought I was going to yawn, but I'm denied. So with you, Miss Cinda, I assume that this is an old fence, but it's white wrought iron. But it's this little small square like this. But it's beautifully ornate wrought iron. So it's white wrought iron. but it is a fence, and it's holding something inside. It's almost holding something inside that you can't let go of. And then there's a turtle. The turtle's blue, midnight blue, to be specific. And then the color purple, really, really deep royal purple. Corduroy. Okay, I was like, because it's not velvet. It was something else. It's corduroy. And then I don't know why, but there's sausage, the round sausage, not the links, the round sausage. And my son is not cooking sausage, so I don't know why. Okay, that's obviously for you, Miss Cinda. I don't know why, but there you go. I'm not a sausage person, but it's apparently important, so I'll look up what sausage is, what it means. Interesting. Interesting. So, I don't know what that means to you, Miss Cinda, but there you go. All right, there's the yawn. Oh, I knew it was coming. All right, Miss Heidi Putman, you ready? Ooh, okay. I'm going to try to slow down, but these hit me like boom, 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 boom. So, pink, and then blue. And I think the blue is shorts. It turned into shorts. Does that make sense? I don't know why. But it was like the color pink and then the color blue, and then it turned into shorts. But they don't look like normal shorts. So I don't know if this is like just a drawing. I keep doing this. So it's just down like a leg and then a little bit and then back up. If that makes sense. Maybe it's just the shape. Maybe it's a W. But I just keep seeing the shape. And then the color green, and then that color pink again. And then butter. The hell? Sorry. Like, what the hell? Butter. But it's stick butter. Okay. Did you have somebody that used to make doll clothes or used to make paper dolls with you? Butterbean is your dog. That's funny. Like, for some reason, I feel like this is somebody. I don't actually feel like this is completely a channeled message. I feel like this is somebody. Like this is someone. Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Because I feel like these shorts are like paper. I feel like they're paper dolls. So it's so funny. It's like the image is like stopped. So I just want to ask you a couple questions real quick since you're right there, Miss Heidi. Yours is kind of going from a channeled read to something else really quickly. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So it's like, I feel like somebody is watching and it's not creepy. Okay. It's not creepy watching. It's somebody that's there watching. And I feel like the way that they're making me feel, it's like their brain can't focus on one thing in particular, which makes me wonder if that's usually when I see something like that, it's like dementia or Alzheimer's, because they just show me weird things. And it's like, I know what I'm looking at, but I can't understand it. Does that make sense? So like somebody with Alzheimer's or dementia, it's like they can see what they're looking at, but at the same time, they can't say it out loud. They can't comprehend. But it's like, that's what I feel like I'm looking at. But this is literally somebody there watching, somebody there enjoying whatever this blue shorts is and whatever the butter means. I don't know if that's the dog or what it is. I just heard the word butter. That's why I'm like, okay. Okay. I mean, I like being a fat girl. I like me some butter, but okay. I feel like this is somebody they're watching, and I have a feeling that you know that they're there and you just can't communicate with them. There's some barrier there keeping the two of you from communicating. And what's funny when I say barrier, it's like I literally see, it's almost like this big, huge plastic or resin barrier. It's thick, it's like this thick. So it's almost like a wall where the two of you can almost see and feel the other one is there, but you can't hear and you can't touch. So then it makes me wonder, because I'm watching your messages a little bit, then it makes me wonder if you've been channeling someone in yourself and you've pulled a guide or someone like that in, because they're not wanting to show me anything specific, but except to let me know that they're there and they can't. You know how when you see somebody through glass and they're doing that, like, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. That's what they keep doing, like that. So here's what I would say, Miss Heidi. You need to turn your volume up. You need to turn your hearing aid up. Does that make sense? When our talent starts to grow, the same ways that we used to connect or see or talk or whatever, they have to grow too. If they don't, then we can't connect as well as we did. That's something I've learned the hard way, unfortunately. I have mentors and stuff like that, or I did a long time ago. And I was never told that. And so I had to figure that out on my own. So I try to tell people that all the time. Once you get to a certain point, your talents and the way you connect and the way you do things has to grow as well. So you need to turn your hearing up, your hearing aid up. And I will tell you, it's actually way more easy, because I know everybody's like, well, how do I do that? It's really super easy. It's really super easy. Okay. You literally need a dial. You need a dial in here. With me, when I first would do it, I would sit and meditate for just a couple minutes, and I would actually pretend there was one here, and I would take my fingers and I would act like I was turning it up. For some reason, this way was up to me. I would act like I was turning it up. I've seen know people that they put one on their arm like a watch, and they literally turn it up and then turn it down when they don't want that back on. But it's always somewhere specific. Mine's always right here. I know somebody that does it here. You know what I mean? Like it's a great technique. It's and just in your mind, as you're turning the dial, as you're turning it, however, wherever you want to use it, as you're turning the dial, you just imagine that going up like this, and it works. It works. It's simple as fuck, and it works. So, yeah. So, Miss Heidi, you just need to turn yours up, because you have somebody that's really, really dying to help you with some stuff. So, yeah, you have somebody really dying to help you with some stuff, Heidi. But it's like you just kind of can't quite hear each other yet. So your read went a little different really quickly. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're like, thank you. You're welcome. So, yeah. All right, Miss Dora Moreno, are you ready? Are you ready?
Here's a test.
Oh,
Taste test piece.
my son's bringing me taste test piece. Is it hot?
A little bit.
That's fantastic. Don't fall.
Yeah.
My son's cooking dinner. And it's really good. All right, Miss Dora. Super bright blue square. And then a beach ball. It's funny, I saw the beach ball and then I saw the sand, but there's no water. It's like there should be water, but there's not. There's no water. And that's worrisome for some reason. And the beach ball is just stuck in the air. It's almost like you've gotten so grounded, so rooted that you can't go with the flow. And so everything is just stuck right in the air right now. So the answer is actually kind of simple, but you're not going to like the answer. You have to pop the beach ball. You have to pop the beach ball. It's like the beach ball keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's partially why you can't see the water. Like you can't see how to go with the flow. You can't see the water. And so as soon as I was like, oh, you're too grounded and so on. Too grounded can sometimes turn into being like almost, this is the only way I can describe it, blindly stubborn or stubbornly blind. You don't mean to be, like you're not trying to be, but you've gotten so grounded in where you are. So you have to pop the beach ball. Because the thing I saw after I was talking about being too grounded and the beach ball getting bigger was this huge silver spike underneath the beach ball. And all it has to do is be pushed in the beach ball. Once the beach ball is gone, it's almost like it's just looming overhead. It's just something looming overhead. That I think at one time, whatever this beach ball represents, it was something fantastic that you couldn't wait to look forward to. But now it's literally in the way. It hangs over your head like a weight. You just have to pop it. You just have to pop it and watch it go. And then you can see the ocean. You can see the water. So I hope that made sense, Miss Dora. I'm waiting to see if I can have to figure out how to pop that. Yeah. So the silver spike that I see under there, like it's stainless steel. It's huge and it's heavy. So it's going to take a little bit to lift that up. So I have a feeling the beach ball is something that you really, really wanted at one point, and now you no longer want it, but you don't know how to get rid of it. You don't know how to get rid of it. So it's going to take you a little bit to pull the spike up. But, oh, good, Jamie. I'm glad. Good. You can do it, Dora. I have faith in you. It's just going to take some inner strength to push the spike up. So, yeah, I don't message people, love. So if you guys are getting messages from me, just know that is not me. And you have my permission to absolutely mess with them and waste their time. Just letting you know. Waste their time and then block and report, or report and block, whichever. All right, Miss Karen, you ready? So with you, right off the bat, is a bright green heart. Like a beautiful emerald green heart. And then a yellow jacket like the wasp. And then a red high heel. Red velvet high heel, excuse me. And then suede, like suede leather. And as soon as I said that, because it's like I could hear the word and I could feel it, but as soon as I said that, it's tan, like this beautiful soft tan color. And then there's a triangle, and it's just the outline. And then there's a square, it's just the outline. You're a very, very matter-of-fact, straightforward person, aren't you, Karen? Like you need things black and white, very straightforward, very matter-of-fact. Because after the square, it's like, that's it. So it's interesting. It went from like colors and things to like, triangle, square. That's funny. Sometimes I can tell what kind of person you guys are, like personality-wise, because of how your reads shift. as I pull your energy in and I'm reading and channeling for you, it's like it shifts really. It's really funny. That's really funny. That's really funny. One of these days, if I ever have time, I need to go back through some of y'all's channeled reads and like see what the message is. Like research the message a little bit, because sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I see that? But then later I always get messages from you guys that are like, oh my God, this is exactly what this said, and blah, blah, blah. You'd have no way of knowing this. And so I don't know. I love doing these so much. Well, what's funny, Karen, is that I don't feel like you need to stop being very matter of fact, because the fact that your reading shifted to show me that tells me that in no way do you need to stop being that way. And me feeling like I need to tell you that tells me that people have probably been on your butt lately. Well, you need to quit being so blunt or whatever. Do not stop being blunt. Do not stop being yourself. If they can't handle it, that is their own problem, and I don't feel sorry for them at all. The world needs more people that are honest than those people that are trying to be something they're not, or be five people. So don't stop being blunt. Don't stop being honest, Karen. Okay. And if you need to use me, you're welcome to. You know, my spiritual advisor said that I need to continue to be this way. All right, Miss Maria, are you ready? So I saw the color yellow, kind of a mustard yellow, and then it shifted into a t-shirt, and then the t-shirt shifted into these humongous broad shoulders. And the t-shirt, so when you're writing this down, it's yellow, and then cotton, and then shirt, and then shoulders. So this message has to do with a male figure in your life. Because as soon as I said shoulders and I was telling you how to write it down and so on, it's like I saw brown hair, shorter brown hair. And I see this person as a little kid, but they're like juxtaposed over this man. It's like I see the kid and the man at the same time. It's almost like if the man's suit were like clear and the kid was inside. Does that make sense? Like that's what I see. So whoever this is, they have a lot of trauma and they have a lot of inner child work that they need to do. I can see the kid clearly, and I think you see the kid clearly as well. But they can't. They just keep putting this man suit on top of it. Its suit is not the right word. But it's literally made of glass, and it's going to break because they have to do this inner child work. They have to deal with this trauma, and they're not. And for some reason, you're worried about this individual already. And this is kind of confirmation and to let you know, yes, you are the one that is supposed to help this person. And then I see the color red. And then I see a stop sign. And then the stop sign is like at the end of you know how there'll be like an asphalt road and then it turns into a dirt road. So the stop sign's at that. And it's like you're about to head up to the stop sign. And you can't go any further on the dirt road. This person has to go by themselves. They have to go by themselves. So, yeah. So, Elijah, I did yours, but it is being streamed on YouTube. So, it's there so you can still go back and watch it, love. So, yeah. So, I hope that helps, Miss Maria. I hope that helps. Good night, Miss Serenity. So, for any of you guys that missed your reading or anything like that, it is being streamed on YouTube. I can't word to. And I promise I am not in an insane asylum. It just got really, really dark outside, and now it looks like I'm in an insane asylum. So, that being said, I'm going to stop YouTube over here. You guys have a good evening. And you guys